Hey, what's up, guys? This is my Droopy Sack here of the Droopytown Network, and I am starting a brand new video series here on YouTube for unboxing random crap that I buy. I realize that I buy a lot of random stuff, and this is one of those things, and since people like unboxing videos, why not make them? So, I have right here an MSI twin Frozr Geforce GTX 660 OC Edition video card. That was a really long name, but I did get through it. Nice job, Droopy. And it is a video card I decided to get because it was a really good deal, and I felt it was time to update the AMD 6850 that's in my desktop over there. So here's the box. On the cover we see the video card itself, and it looks like it has been frozen, believe it or not. Those are some ice shards coming off this card. It's almost like the box is suggesting the card is waterproof, which it absolutely is not. So, to be quite honest with you, in this country where everyone sues everyone for everything, I am very surprised that MSI has not been for this. This is false advertising, guys. I'm just kidding. On the back, same picture, and we also got some features here, a minimum system requirement, even though there's several requirements, and some logos, nothing too interesting there. And this box, guys, is not your ordinary box, because Twin Frozr is the more premium brand of MSI cards, because Twin Frozr is the one with the metal shroud, the cooler with multiple heat pipes, and we got like 2 fans instead of 1. So we need a box that's befitting of the, niceness and premiumness of the card brand, right? So check it out, guys. We have a flap. That's right. We got a flap, guys, and we got so much information in here. Check this out, man. We got barcodes and pictures. Look at this. I'm not a math major, but this spark is for 12 years, and this bar is for 40 years. And last I remember in math class, 12 is not 2/3 of 40. So I have no idea how they drew these bars. It's definitely not to scale, I'll tell you that much. On this side, we got more bars over here, and we have a window. Guys, to the card itself. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to show that because there might be glare or reflections, but that is the card itself under this flap, man. So cool stuff. A premium box for a premium card. Alright, enough about the box. Let's get inside to see the goods. Alright, so here it is, guys. The guts. So there is an clear cover here. Looks to be recyclable. Tree huggers are very excited about that. We have a 6-pin PCIe adapter. If you don't have that connector for your power supply unit, you can just sacrifice 2 Molex ports to do that. I would highly suggest you to get a new power supply, though, if you don't even have a PCIe 6-pin connector, because it's probably very old. And here is the feature presentation, the card itself, but I'm going to have to tease you for a little bit and set it aside because we got something else to talk about first. But wait, there's nothing in here. Where's everything? There's a secret compartment where you can store your illegal documents, passports, fake IDs. But MSI includes nothing that useful. Of course they wouldn't. We have this guide here. It's got to tell you about getting started and how to install things. We also have this guide here, quick user's guide, and it unfolds like one of those old school paper maps before Google Maps and stuff came out, right? We used one of these, right? And it doesn't say much, believe it or not, despite the size, because these are 16 separate boxes for 16 languages of the same thing. See right here? This is English. This is all I get. Oh, this is all I get to use right here. And if 16 wasn't enough, we got another 16, fellas. 32 languages. MSI is not a racist. It loves computer geeks of all creeds and nations and colors. But that's just this guy. Whoever made this guy is a racist, because there's only English for this one. So MSI can't decide whether or not to be tolerant. It needs to make up its mind. Okay, we have another adapter here. This is for VGA. If you don't, because the card itself doesn't have a VGA output, so you convert DVI to VGA. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, if you can afford this card, certainly you can afford a monitor with digital inputs, right? So this is of limited usefulness in my opinion. And then the ever ubiquitous and obsolete driver's disc. These things are totally useless these days because it's so much better to download the drivers from the internet, because whatever's on this disc is outdated by now. I guarantee it. I mean, they can only put on the disc what's out at the time the disc was being made. So NVIDIA releases drivers all the time. I highly suggest you just download the most updated drivers from MSI or from NVIDIA directly. But I'm not going to complain about a free disc because, you know, I can always use more coasters for my cups. So there's that. Alright, now let's cut to the chase. Feature presentation right here. Video card itself is in an anti-static Mylar bag. I do not have an anti-static strap on me, but I do not care because I've been building computers for like 12 years now, and I've never shorted anything out ever, and I've never used an anti-static strap. And guess what? My feet are on carpet right now. Alright, so here is the card, and the back is a dark brown PCB, so it's not black, but I'm sure inside a dark case you might not be able to tell that it's brown as opposed to black. And here's the top side of it. We can see the two 80mm fans. I think they're 80, but I could be wrong. But they're bigger than 70 though. And this is a metal shroud. I don't know if you can hear this sound, but that is me flicking the shroud, and it is definitely aluminum or metal, some sort of alloy, I guess. But it's not plastic like the cheaper brands or the other MSI cards. And it's a nice cooler from what I can tell, man. Check it out from the side. You can see this is the GPU block, so most likely that's where the GPU is. It's underneath here in direct contact with the PCB. And there are multiple heat pipes that are coming out from this area. So 2 heat pipes here of the 6mm variety extending here into 2 different directions. On the other side we have a beefy long, that's what she said, 8mm heat pipe. She probably didn't say 8mm though. This heat pipe goes from here to the end. This is much larger. So there's total three heat pipes, which is pretty good for this for the 660 card. And if you plug this into your motherboard, it's most likely going to be in this orientation. So you can see the MSI brand broadly displayed on the side here if you have a case window. But if you don't, then it's not important, I guess. Here's one PCIe power connector. So it's not too power hungry, just one, not two. And let's look at some of the connections. So MSI has included these nifty little protectors for each connector. So this one's for the SLI cable, which was not included in the box. MSI, as far as they're concerned, you're on your own. So if you want to SLI with this card, get another brand or buy a cable from eBay. On the other side, we got the PCIe connector itself. On the back, we got 4 outputs, and MSI decided to use all full-size outputs instead of some mini display ports, but at the cost of only half an air vent here as opposed to a full one. Some I see like 1 DVI, 1 HDMI, and 2 mini display ports on this row, but this whole row is an exhaust. But it's not really necessary, and I'll explain that in a sec. But as far as the ports go, all full size. I actually personally like that more because I use DisplayPort. I don't like using adapters because they're a little heavy and they tug on the ports, which may add stress to the card. Not so good. But with the full size DisplayPort, I don't need an adapter. And you know, it's 4 outputs. I think that's enough for most people if they want multiple monitors. These are all digital outputs. And as far as the cooling system works, this is one of those, it's not a blower style card. A blower style card is what those reference designs from AMD and NVIDIA do. It's one small fan at the end here, and it just blows, takes in air from this side and blows air out the back. But this card doesn't do that. This is a more open system. It doesn't have air just going in one direction. It sucks in the air from this side of the fan down, and then it blows out air in every direction underneath the heatsink. So this vent right here is just a small portion of where the air is going to come out of. I mean, the air is going to go out in every direction here back into your case. So you need good case airflow, and without it, you'll be having warm air going back into your case. So that's what the blower cards do. They just keep the air leaving the case. So this is a different design. It's quieter. It's probably even cooler if you have good airflow in your case. If not, not so much. But the two fans are nice and big, and I heard they're very quiet. But I'll have to test that soon. Basically, I don't mind if there's only half a vent here as opposed to a full one. The full-size display ports are more important to me. So there you have it. That is the Twin Frozr 3 MSI GeForce 660 GTX something OC edition, whatever. It's a good-looking card. I hope it performs as well as it looks. I'll be testing it right after I make this video. And it is what it is, man. It was a great deal from Newegg, and you guys should definitely consider getting it as well. So I hope you guys like this unboxing video. I plan on making some more in the future. I have a blue Snowball microphone that I might be unboxing soon. If you guys like it, definitely thumbs up the video and subscribe as well, even if you're not into StarCraft casts, because I will be making some more unboxing videos for your viewing pleasure. So thanks for watching, guys. I am my Droopy Sack, and I'll see you guys next time.